Hello, Internet. Today we will be diving in deep into the dark and mysterious world of Stuck Inside Skeleton Verses. I know some among you may see this video and think to yourself, Jack, why are you making this? This is a stupid idea. Why aren't you covering a real man's topic, like RuneScape or taxes? Well, first off, you're not my mother, and secondly, because I know that these skeletons are not what they seem. There's something mischievous and nefarious, a dark story waiting to be told to the listener. One could say that these skeletons have skeletons in their own closet.
Gaze upon the man to skeleton with the copper coating, though I'll never rust. I'm now dust of the man I was, now only paid for jokes, for my looks and metallic odor deep beneath the ground to where I groan.
What we can see from the copper skeleton is that these skeletons are a number of things. One such being that they were once human beings, like any other person. A point that will be very relevant to the final theory, along with the fact that the skeletons can have different typings. Copper Skeleton talks to the viewer like an old, fallen hero, recounting their tale to a young adventurer, eager for legends of the past. Copper Skeleton very clearly used to be an individual of a great importance, perhaps a king or some form of nobility prior to some sort of fall which turned him into, as he puts it, dust of the man he once was. Which I gotta say is one killer line.
I am very green, but I'm mean, made of calcium. My bones are nice and clean, fresh you see. Now I'm coming to destroy you and your father and your daughter. I am going to end your life and kill your wife. 3, 2, 1.
Next up we have the green skeleton, who comes to the viewer far different than the copper skeleton. They tell the viewer that they will destroy them, and that all that they have. What's interesting about the green skeleton is that they don't seem to be angry at the viewer. It feels almost as if they feel obligated to destroy them instead of wanting to. And given Green's history, I feel it's safe to assume that he is what caused Copper's dustification.
Foolishness stops now, my green pal. You green blasphemer, I'll cast my magic spells to repel, to stop your massacre. I'm what they call ungreen. Red's my tinge, and I'll end you if you dare hurt anyone. Anyone. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, then we have Red. I feel that this one is not speaking to the original viewer. Rather, I believe it is the original viewer taking up arms after hearing from Copper how Green desolated him in such a way. Also, it confirms my personal suspicion that the skeletons are maintained by magic, as Red is a powerful spellcaster. Red even goes so far as to call himself Ungreen, the yin to Green's yang. He even offers Green a chance out so long as he stops hurting people, really cementing himself as the lawful good hero.
Yes, I may be gold, but I'm old. Bones are squeaky and they're oh so filled with rust. But I must see this to the end, or raise a fearful army just to stop the neon reign of terror. This I can't allow. This stops now. 2, 3, charge!
Gold Skeleton seems to confirm the reason that Green started killing others. Skeleton racism. Specifically that Green wanted to exterminate the metallic skeletons around him, make way for his new neon regime. Gold was likely a compatriot of Copper, who got out of Green's original uprising in much better shape, yet his bones are still filled with rust. He is decaying. Nowhere near as badly as Copper is, but still he's on a limited time span. Gold swears that he shall rally together an army, most likely composed of other metallic skeletons, to end the evil that Green has inflicted onto their people.
It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside. I am very brown, breaking down. 3, 2, 1.
I believe that Brown Skeleton isn't a new character, but rather an old character, specifically Copper, as he becomes dust of the skeleton he once was. He begins to regenerate back his lost flesh, slowly turning into a human again. Final death for a skeleton, and something which they all try to stave off with their usage of magic.
I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
I am very blue, just like you, and depressed as always. I am very sad, like my dad, when he beat me always. But the table turns like his urn, cracked and boiled, and my score is like my dad, like my dad. 2, 3.
Then we have Blue Skeleton, who is sad that his father Green was making him kill the metallic skeletons, and also oppressing him and beating him, and the other Neons, so he attacked him, cracked his skull, and fled into the desert kind of like Moses.
It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
I am very nice, made of ice, water frozen still. My bones are very clear, very cold, enough to make you ill. I have no bad intent, surely you'll see, and maybe one day you will choose to be cold. 2, 3, 2, 1.
Ice Skeleton is an odd one. He seems to be unaligned with either previous faction, most likely being the leader of a small northern nation of ice skeleton people, living out peacefully as total war wages in Skeletonia. So basically Switzerland if it was in Norway. Though he offers the viewer the option, really the choice to be cold too, seemingly implying that any skeleton could choose to become an ice skeleton and escape the worries of their previous world.
I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
I am made of steel, here's the deal. I'll reveal a source of power just for you. Yes, it's true, it's so wonderful. It's just what you need, can't you see? It's calling for you. Take the deep dive and find 3, 2, 1.
Next up, we got Steel Skeleton, and I think there's a perspective swap going on again. I think that Steel here is talking to Gold, who is desperately looking for anything that can kill Green. And in desperation, he makes an almost Faustian deal of sorts. After being swayed by the metal skeleton, he sells off the very essence of his soul to achieve some sort of power.
Where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
Crafted out of wood, here I stood. All the undead terrors rendered us to dust and debris. Oh, my brethren, they gathered as a forest against the conquest, and it left us burned. I guess I've got no more I can lose.
Wood Skeleton is again a departure from our standard binary of neon and metallic. I believe that he is meant to represent a third type of skeleton, of various types of tree, of which he is one of the last living members, because the neons seemingly completely wiped them off the face of the earth. In this, he likely joins Gold's army, out of a longing for revenge against the neons who had caused him so much pain and torment within his life.
Out of time, I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside. I am on a wall, very tall, on the side of someone's room. I'm hanging high, I might die. Wait, I'm already dead. I'm next to this plush, good luck stuff. We are enemies and I am simply boys, all alone. 3, 2.
Wall Skeleton really doesn't seem to be attached to the main story of the Skeletons. He seems to probably be a side story, sort of a plot B, same universe, different region sort of things, as he recalls his lifelong blood feud with a My Singing Monsters plushie.
I think that I can find a place where I can hide. It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
I am 16 bits, but I will bring my mic and sing my pixelated hell. I wrote this verse with Microsoft Excel. I am so retro, I don't know how to stop this bullshit. I don't really know how to spit.
Low-quality skeleton, however, seems to contradict that. He seems to be among a group of skeletons, yet he still seems to be an outside observer. Terrified of the destruction and havoc that Green has wrought upon the world. Also, he confirms that Microsoft Excel is canon to the Skeleton Nation universe thingamajig.
It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside. I am very old and I'm tough. I drink lots of milk, my bones are smooth as silk. My bones can't be undone, but still, till I am the mighty one. Can around, I am the thing you are. Now you were just to me, not 3, 2, 1.
Buff Skeleton seems to be a member of Group B. He is what the wall is meant to contain. It is holding back the Buff Skeleton from destroying everyone and everything. I personally believe that Green Skeleton imprisoned him there and placed the Wall Skeleton there to try and prevent him from escaping, whilst the mice-singing monster plushie is likely an agent of Gold or Red, trying to free Buff Skeleton so he can solo Green and his evil skeleton wizard army.
It's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
No funny business, either this or the concrete shoes. They call me Rattle Bones, Sticks and Stones, 'cause the night will wait at night when Big Bone Jones sets his home, swimming with the fishes. After all snitches get stitches. Ha! Hit it, boys.
Mafia Skeleton seems to be a hired gun, traveling to work for the highest bidder, and more than willing to get his hands a bit dirty, if the right price is offered up to him. It's for this I believe he's an agent of Green, most likely operating as some sort of secretive group suppressing Green's internal enemies whilst he leads his skeletons on campaign, kind of like the KGB. I believe that Big Bones John is a skeleton within the internal resistance against Green, fighting and dying for their freedom from tyranny.
I can hide, it's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside.
Robots come alive before my eyes. Trust me, I would rather die than trying to survive. So please don't you blather about an archive that could thrive, built up on my bladder, that with all my bones are black and white. 3, 2, 1.
Black Skeleton seems to be on the side of Green, seeming only to want to cause the maximum amount of destruction and pain to all people that are around him, not caring what he destroys, even apparently urinating on a library as he burned it, if I'm interpreting his verse correctly.
Place where I can hide, it's alright, I'll be fine, safe inside. I am quite badass, but not crass. I will shoot you in the ass. I'll crank my hog, come along, ride my motorcycle, start eclipse with fire. I admire anything that's cool. I hope you don't take me for a fool. 2, 3, ah!
I believe that badass skeleton, much like Brown, is someone that we have seen in the past. Gold. After taking Steel's deal, he was cursed with unholy powers, and the inability to go more than a week without riding a motorcycle to some place. Purple seems to be one of Green's generals, even more warhawkish and bloodthirsty than his already twisted master. Not just satisfied with the total destruction of the metallics, he wants to destroy the entirety of all reality and everything that has ever existed at any point in time.
Was he supposed to sing that part? Oh, my bad guys, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, didn't mean to. Let me try again if you want. No, Yeah, that's fine, that's okay. I'm sorry, guys. We're just gonna leave now. It's fine. Bye, guys. Bye.
Distracted Skeleton looks like he just woke up like 5 years after the events to find out this went down and felt really bad he couldn't have helped out sooner. So, in summation, we can gather from this narrative is that the Green Skeleton engaged in a massacre of the non-Neon Skeletons, rusting copper and gold before coming to his final battle with Red, where he is inevitably slain. I hope you guys enjoyed my summary. Let me know if you want to add more verses so I can continue dissecting the lore of them. Anyways, peace out, guys. You have a great day, and I will see you next time.